Guys, welcome to Crazy Burger. So, at the time of this video, there's still 50 plus games to come to the Evercade in 2022 across 4 carts, and there's some great games in there. But what I'm going to be looking at is 12 of the best games across these 4 carts, and obviously the Capcom Collection, which is exclusive to the EXP, and don't forget the Indie Heroes Collection too. Let's get started. Okay, first game is Cathedral, coming in the dual cart with Always Awakening, and it's an absolute cracker. This is a native port on the Evercade, and that's absolutely brilliant news. It's a great little game, a kind of an RPG action adventure style game, and it's got all the great elements. Now apparently this game could have upwards to 60 plus hours of gameplay, which is absolutely phenomenal for the Evercade. I don't think there's many games that could match that at all. So this is going to be absolutely tremendous value for everyone. But beware, those boss battles are absolutely brutally tough. But it's an absolute cracker of a game. Okay, next on the list is Always Awakening, obviously on the same dual cart as Cathedral. I don't think it's quite as polished as that game, but it's still really good in its own right. It won't take you 60 hours to complete like Cathedral probably will, so a little bit less value, but it's still an absolutely cracking game. And this is a kind of an 8-bit version of the actual game that you've probably seen on the Switch or some of the other formats like Xbox and stuff, but this is a really good fun game, and I think a lot of people that love this style of game are really going to enjoy this one. This cart overall is going to be brilliant. Okay, though, this is Lee. Obviously, it was known as Bruce Lee at the time, but it's shortened to Lee, and it doesn't look particularly amazing, but it's got amazing gameplay. You need to go through, collect these lanterns, whilst avoiding these crazy bad guys. The kind of looks like the Incredible Hulk is probably chasing you here, but I know it doesn't look good, but honestly, once you start playing it, it is absolutely fantastic and really quite addictive stuff.
Another visitor. Stay a while. Stay forever.
Okay, another game from the C64 collection, and this is Impossible Mission, one of the earlier sort of classic C64 titles, where you need to sort of infiltrate this enemy stronghold, find the puzzle pieces by searching all this furniture that you see on the screen here, whilst avoiding the robots. You can also deactivate the robots if you find the certain puzzles and passwords within the furniture here. It's such a great challenge. I've never been able to complete this game, but I'll definitely be giving it a go using save states on the Evercade. I'm really looking forward to get my teeth stuck into that. It's a classic, no doubt. Okay, here we have Truxton from the Capcom Collection, coming very soon on the Evercade. Now, yep, I don't really like sort of shoot 'em ups, but I'm really looking forward to playing this, especially on the EXP Tate mode. And I think this was the one that I enjoyed the most, and it's very addictive stuff. I'm not good at it, let's be honest. I'm not particularly great. I die far too easily, far too quickly, but I can easily recognise that this is absolutely fantastic and definitely head and shoulders above some of the games that we've already got. Maybe excluding the Capcom shooters that are coming from the 1942-43 series, which I absolutely love. But this one is probably the best from the Capcom Collection. It's really, really good. But yeah, I'm pretty crap at it. Okay, also on the Capcom Collection we have Snow Brothers, which is absolutely fantastically addictive stuff, much in the same way as Rodland and Tumble Pop, Bubble Bobble, Parasol Stars, that kind of thing. It plays very, very similar. You need to clear the enemies on the screen. In this instance you need to use a snowball. You're obviously some kind of snowman by the looks of it. Very strange, but it plays really well. It's very addictive stuff. It's really top drawer quality arcade gaming. Okay, from the Ireme collection we have the classic R-Type. Again, I'm not particularly great at this game. However, I recognise that this game is a classic game from back in the day and of this genre in particular. It's well recognised as being an absolutely fantastic game. A very steep challenge though, it is very, very difficult. And again, I'm not really good at it, but it's really, really good. It's obviously a horizontal scrolling sort of shooter. I probably prefer my shooters like this rather than the vertical way, but this it's really good. Very, very tough. The longer you hold down the fire button, you can obviously shoot out this beam, which is obviously a lot more powerful than your standard sort of shot that comes out. But oh wow, good game, but oh, very challenging, very tough. Okay, also on the Ira Collection we have In the Hunt. It's a horizontal shooter again, but you're this time in a submarine. And graphically this one is absolutely fantastic. There's so much detail, there's so much going on in this game. It's unbelievably tough when there's so many enemies on the screen at one time. It's really difficult not to die continuously, which obviously you get that feeling. It's definitely an arcade game because you die constantly, but with it being on the Evercade, you'll have those virtual coins you can just keep on playing till you actually finish it. It's such a joy to play, but yeah, be prepared, you will probably spend a lot of virtual coins on this game, but it is so good. It is such an addictive, brilliant game. Okay, not forgetting the Indie Heroes Collection 2, which should be released at the end of this year. Now this is Tapeworm Disco Puzzle, which was the first game released as Game of the Month, as a sort of sneak peek of all the games coming, and it was probably the best one so far, and it's absolutely brilliant. I finished it at the time within the sort of month period. It's a cracking game. Very addictive, it gets fiendishly difficult later on, and yeah, that soundtrack is absolutely banging, absolutely brilliant. Okay, yep, we have another game from the Indie Heroes Collection too. This is actually the newest one at the time of this video that was released as Game of the Month in September 2022. And this is Ira the Crow Maiden, and it's a kind of a sort of horizontal platformer, slash 'em up sort of style game where you need to sort of go through, rescue all the soldiers through the sort of levels, and I really enjoyed it. I think this is absolutely fantastic, and this is the Genesis or Mega Drive version that we have. It's quite a challenge though, it's a very steep challenge, but obviously once we get this on the Evercade you'll be able to play this and utilise all those save states, which hopefully will take away the challenge a little bit. But no doubt this is very tough, and there's bosses as well in between the end of each level. But wow, I really enjoyed this one.
Thank you.
Okay, let's not forget the Capcom Collection, which is obviously going to be exclusive to the EXP, and we're getting some classic games. Difficult to pick the best two, but I think I've picked the two best, and they're probably the most recognised games from the collection. Obviously this is Street Fighter, the Hyper Edition. Personally not my favourite version of Street Fighter. This is a really tough game. I think Blaze guys really like a good challenge, don't they? I'm obviously not like that. I'd rather it was a lot easier. I'd probably prefer the Championship Edition, but obviously I need to try and get some practice in and try and get better, because this game is a lot faster than the other versions. It's really tough, it's just that little bit harder. But yeah, with a little bit of practice I think I'll probably improve. There's no doubt having Street Fighter on the Evercade is huge. This game was phenomenally successful back in the day, sold so many consoles from SNESes and Mega Drives, and obviously it was phenomenally successful in the arcades. It was very popular, so it's great to have this on the Evercade. Really looking forward to it. Oh, that noise brings back so many memories for me back in the arcades in the early 90s. Playing this game every single time we went to the arcades, only ever cost me 10p. Play through a few levels before ever inserted any more, but oh, so addictive. Probably my favourite arcade game of all time, and certainly one of my favourite scrolling beat 'em ups of all time as well. It's just phenomenal. The graphics are brilliant, the sound is fantastic, character design, the gameplay, everything about this is phenomenal. I'm absolutely delighted that this is coming to Evercade. Yeah, we've played it 1,000 times before on loads of different platforms over the year, but getting an iconic classic game such as this is absolutely brilliant. It will be one of the best games on Evercade once it arrives. I might be a slightly bit biased here, but if you've never played this, you are in for a massive treat, especially if you like your games such as Double Dragon. This is, for me, one of the best beat 'em ups of all time. I absolutely love it. And yep, it's coming on the EXP exclusively on the Capcom Collection very soon. Okay guys, that's my 12 best games coming to the Evercade in the rest of 2022 at the time of this video. What do you guys think? Is there a game I probably should have included that you think is probably better than the ones in this video? Let me know, I'm very intrigued to what everyone thinks. For me, I'm really looking forward to all of these games. 50 plus games still to come, absolutely phenomenal. We've got the C64 collection and I Was Awakening Cathedral coming next month, and the rest are probably November and December. Cannot wait. Thanks for watching guys, please like, subscribe, catch you in the next one.